right, we're going to talk about a horizontal row exercise. This is a pull exercise that you can do at home with dumbbells. And pull exercise is for the back muscles. A horizontal pull is called a row. When you're pulling it in here like that is a row. It's for your back muscles. And what we're going to do is what's called a bent over row. I prefer to call it a hinged row. In the old days they called it a bent over row. This is a hinge. When I hinge, I don't bend my knees very much. Keep the spine long and straight, and I push my butt back so that that load goes into the hamstrings and the spine is long. So before you do the row, I want you to be able to do this hinge, which my arms are just hanging like cables with weights on the end. And another thing that I'd like you to be able to do is when you're hinged down, we want to be careful that we don't hinge into a rounded upper spine. So the chin stays tucked, stays back, we hinge down, and then we also don't want those shoulders to be dragging down too far. You want to be able to move your shoulder blades up and down. Now they're going to be slightly back. I'm going to start with what's called a low row. A low row means those elbows are close to my body, and I'm pulling through my back muscles, through the back wall of my armpit, that's my latissimus dorsi, and the muscles between my shoulder blades. That's a low row. There is an ideal height to go to that. You can get into this a lot. I'm going to say just take those elbows to the level of the back and pull your shoulder blades back there. So the elbows should stop there and the shoulders should pinch back in together. If I take those elbows too high, then my shoulders dump forward and that's not ideal. So that's a low row, and you can get very strong in a low row. I also train two different angles in addition to that. We'll also do these in a high row. When I turn the bells 90 degrees off my spine, keep that chin tucked, shoulders down, and row those elbows right up. Notice how those arms are hanging right under the elbows. I'm not rowing them in, and I'm not throwing them out. This is a row, straight up like that. And my very favorite actually splits the difference on those. It's a 45-degree off the body row. Not a low row, not a high row, but a middle row. And from the side, it looks like this. Big hinge, chin tucked, pulling those elbows up, contracting the whole back. At the top, squeeze your whole back muscles together between the shoulder blades. Keep your head tucked back. Really effective upper back exercise, and it also trains your whole posterior chain while you're doing it. There's a lot going on in there, but that's a great start for you. Work with that.